Well, in one of my recent videos, I was talking about durian and also jackfruit, and in one of the comments I made by text was that I read a blogger, a well-known blogger, who had got durian and jackfruit confused. Anyway, this there is jackfruit. And if you look at the durian video, you see a distinct difference. And if you Google it and Wikipedia and everything else, you'll see that durian and jackfruit definitely look different. This is jackfruit, and as you can see here, this one's seen better days, and that one too. And some small ones there, and some more as you go up the tree. And you can see how they're connected to the tree there. It's quite sturdy, I would think, although I wonder if at some point, if they do get too heavy, they simply fall down, and you wouldn't want to be under one of these things when it heads south. But presumably before that point somebody will cut them off so as not to waste them, although that hasn't happened here, as you can see. But again, if they fall, it's just not such a big deal. Anyway, so these are absolutely without doubt jackfruit. Where are we? Well, we're at another temple, or Wat, W-A-T. Thailand and other countries in this part of the world have many wats. I think there's even a couple in London. And there's different histories behind them. If you sort of go into the history of Thailand, particularly northern Thailand, you see there's a bit of interaction with the, if that's a polite way of putting it, with the Burmese. And this former gate, I suppose, probably has something to do with all that kind of stuff. So some of the wats around are not actually Thai, they may be Burmese. This one I don't know actually. I was just reading a notice board about it, and it was saying that they don't actually know when this was constructed or who constructed it. This one's called Wat Chomphu or something, C-H-O-M-P-H-U. That's the way we spell it. Sometimes these spellings are different depending on who's spelling it. As is common with all these sort of places of worship, please take off your shoes. You'll see that everywhere. And I don't know if you can see it, there's a big Buddha back there. There's a lady praying before it. And here's a smaller temple here, and here's something. Let me zoom in here. Well, if you can see that. There you go. Women are not allowed. Not totally sure why. Not sure the reasoning behind that. Sometimes you'll see in some of these places a sign that will say something like menstruating women are not allowed. That maybe makes a bit more sense. Not too sure how they enforce that one, but anyway. So here we are at the front of Wat Chomphu, and as we go down the side of it, there's some robes being dried, I would think. And most of these places, of course, do have monks living in them, and the monks aren't getting paid and what have you. And this isn't unusual, this kind of stupa, I suppose. Not sure the proper word for it. But you can see, like, and if you've never seen anything like this before, these are quite spectacular. And the colours, the designs, the carving, the intricacy. I mean, look at that. I mean, that's really nice. And of course, as you get a bit closer, you can kind of see where the paint is flaking off and all of that. But look at the bottom, see, like, and there's going to be a reason for this. There's a rat, and like a cow, and a tiger, I guess. But yeah, they're all going to be a little different. But it's it's kind of impressive. Elephant, not unusual at all. And there's many of these all over this part of the world. And I could spend hours just videoing as many of them as I come across, and after a while it'll get quite boring, I'm sure. So I'm just sticking to this one because this isn't so well known. It's just off one of the back streets, so so it doesn't get as many visitors, but it gives you an idea as to how they are. And then of course you have the grand ones in Bangkok. Anyway, that, ladies and gentlemen, is